What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news concerning Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis, you know, he has went on a trolling rant, and he has put on his Instagram a post that shows Eddie Hearn with the Don King fro. You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Don King, but you know, of course, he is the infamous promoter, you know, that has the high hair with the pink, 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 you know, going on with it, you know. And Lewis was, Lewis posted that for a reason, you know, and we're going to break down the reasons I feel he posted it, and also his criticism towards Anthony Joshua, okay, because you can always mention Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua mostly in the same sentence, okay? He criticizes Eddie Hearn for being like a Don King type promoter, you know, and I always wondered, like, why would he get that? I haven't seen him shortchange anyone, give them broken promises, you know, not pay them, you know, like a lot of things that Don King was known for, it was infamous for, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, what gives? What's the point behind it, you know? Well, I think he's coming after Eddie Hearn now because, of course, Eddie Hearn simply told Lennox Lewis, big up England, to fuck off, you know. So, you know, and he said that on one of his interviews about Lennox Lewis because, you know, he was trolling. Lennox Lewis was saying a lot of derogatory things, you know, words of criticism, you know. And another thing is, why does he keep bashing AJ, right? Okay, well, I found out in that same comment section, okay, Lennox Lewis responded to Ethan Edwards 2000, says, I've praised AJ and been critical of AJ. Did my deal with PBC get mentioned when I praised him? Yet, when I'm critical, it must be a PBC contract. All you have to do is do more listening and watch the actions. They say everything that you need to know. Okay. Now, gathering from what I said, right? Lennox Lewis wanted to sign Anthony Joshua. So it makes perfect sense. You know, you're bashing Eddie Hearn, you're bashing AJ because you wanted to sign AJ yourself, and you weren't given that opportunity because Anthony Joshua decided to re-sign back with Sky Sports. Okay, so meanwhile, you want to give the jacket to Eddie Hearn like he's some type of bad promoter, a janky promoter or something like that, where in fact that the only real reason you're doing that is because you wanted to sign him, you know. So when I praised him, you know, and he was praising him for a reason, did it get mentioned? You know what I mean? Well, yeah, you only praised him because you wanted to sign him. So since you couldn't sign him and he re-signed with his previous promoter, you got a lot of shit to say. So I get it. I get why you're doing what you're doing. So a lot of times I was just trying to rack my brain on why is Lennox Lewis hating on his countryman like he's doing. It makes no sense to me. It's like, okay, you know, you were there when he won the Olympic gold, which he was. He congratulated AJ. You know, he embraced him as a brother. But then it's like, okay, now all of a sudden Deontay Wilder can't do any wrong, right? But AJ can't do any right either. So it's kind of like, you know, it's very contradicting. And I always wondered why, you know. But anyway, those are the two reasons. He wanted to sign him. Eddie Hearn told him to fuck off because he's already doing what Lennox Lewis has recommended, you know. So I know there's a reason for rhyme. Of course, guys, you tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys have been Counterpunch.